Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle and this is a special announcement video. I am so excited to be able to announce the SS Van Dine Read-Along. Now, Donna from Studio in the Library and I decided to read the first two books in the Philo Vance series by SS Van Dine. And then we thought, well, why not open it up and see if anybody else wanted to read these books with us. And so we've decided to, Donna has created a section in her group on Goodreads. Her group is called Reading Goalposts, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description box below. And we thought we would create a space for people to discuss these books. So SS Van Dine is an American mystery writer and he wrote during the 20s and 30s, and he was most famous for creating the detective Philo Vance. And so in November, we are going to read the Benson Murder Case, which was published in 1926, and it's the first Philo Vance mystery. We are going to read, the official reading dates are November 14th through 20th, and I'll put all this information for you in the description box below, so you have all the information you need. But you can read this book anytime you want in November, but we will discuss it in the Goodreads group the 14th to the 20th. And so we are going to start with the Benson Murder Case. Now here's a little bit of information for you. Philo Vance is the detective that he created. Vance became the most popular fictional detective during the late 20s and the early 30s. Like Ellery Queen, Reggie Fortin, and Lord Peter Wimsey, the bookish Vance is somewhat foppish, speaks in an affected British accent, and frequently expounds on abstruse academic subjects. When his friend District Attorney Markham asks for help, the cynical aesthete acquiesces out of sheer boredom, often unraveling the mystery long before the experts have a clue. Van Dine modeled his cultured, nonchalant protagonist on real-life art critic Bernard Berenson, a world-renowned connoisseur who could identify any artist by simply looking at a painting's brushstrokes. In the Benson Murder Case, Vance applies Berenson's artistic detection skills to criminology, the circumstances, clues, and suspects functioning as the brushstrokes in this portrait of crime. Van Dine based the novel's plot on the unsolved murder of bridge expert Joseph Bown Elwell in 1920. The anatomy of crime became increasingly important to Van Dine, who eventually authored 20 Rules for Writing Detective Stories, a definitive essay on the subject. And so, that is the Benson Murder Case. And then in in December, we are going to read the second Philo Vance, and that is the Canary Murder Case, and this was published in 1927. We don't have the specific reading dates yet for this one. We will put the information in the Reading Goalposts Goodreads group, but we're thinking the second or the third week of December for this one. Now, I love this old edition that I have. This edition is from 1944, and it's in rough shape, but I love it so much. So, SS Van Dine had this to say about the book. The present chronicle has to do with Philo Vance's solution of the brutal killing of Margaret Odell, famous Broadway beauty and ex-Follies girl who was mysteriously murdered in her apartment. A cause célèbre which came to be known as the Canary Murder. The strangeness, the daring, the seeming impenetrability of the crime marked it as one of the most singular and astonishing cases in New York's police annals. And had it not been for Philo Vance's participation in its solution, I firmly believe it would have remained one of the great unsolved mysteries of this century. So, if you are interested in checking out SS Van Dine as an author, will you join us and read these two books? They're pretty easy to get a hold of. You should be able to get a hold of them from your library as ebooks or even e-audiobooks. And yeah, join us. And maybe you read SS Van Dine years ago and you're thinking it's time for a reread. So yeah, check out this author with us. Join us for our SS Van Dine read along in the months of November and December, and we would love it if you would join us as we read these books. So I'll put all the information for you in the description box down below, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye.